know what happened to my life. I really don't. Every week is something. And I don't understand why. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. You see me. Child. Now, I don't know if y'all saw it. Hey, did y'all see? Because I know I did it, right? Hold on, let me get my system together. Every week is something. Did y'all see I had my live scheduled? Y'all saw that, right? And when I got ready to go live right now, it wouldn't allow me to do that. Why, I don't know. And it was doing something really goofy. Talking about adding people to something stupid, right? So that's what took me so long to do what I needed to do. Hold up, I'll pull up my computer so I can see what y'all saying. Hey, Janika. Hey. Let me pull up my computer. It's like every week the devil is, I was prepared, had my lighting, everything was good. And then the live didn't show up. Janika, did you see my live schedule? Did you see it? Were you able to see it scheduled? Right? Hey, Neat. Yeah, you saw it. Okay, so when I went to it, all you gotta do is hit live, and it comes on. It was there. It said something about January to something, 1969, and share something about share your live. And so I was exit out of it, and it still was saying share. Like, what the fuck? Hey, Tanya. Listen, I got a funny dating story. I'm waiting for a few more people. I'm gonna start with the funny dating story. I got my notes today. I'm gonna start with the funny dating story though. That's what I'm gonna start with as soon as I get a few more people in. So listen, y'all. Let me see how I get this together. Yeah, I got a funny dating story. I got an update. It's actually an update to it's an update to the date I told y'all. Did I tell y'all I was going on a date? I don't know if I told y'all. Last Monday. You remember I met the guy at Walmart. You remember that? So, okay, I'm trying to make it darker. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I met the guy at Walmart. And so we went on a dinner date Monday, which was the next day. Yeah. Went on a dinner date the next day. Hey, Nola! Nola! Went on a dinner date the next day. Child, listen. Now, yeah, the bold guy. Right, exactly, the bold guy, right? I want a few more people so I can tell this story. And you know, it don't be me. And what I think now is that there's a whole bunch of dudes, not a whole bunch, but there was some dudes I probably was with back in the day that I shouldn't have been had I just paid attention, right? Because all you got to do is pay attention and you see exactly who they is, child. Just pay attention. So it's dark. I got to lighten it up. Hold on. Shani, my girl, Shani, what's going on, Shani? What's happening, y'all? Shani, my friend from back in the day from St. Clair, Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. But yeah, I got to tell y'all the date story. Hold on, I'm trying to get my lighting right. Because YouTube messed me up with this something new they got. See, I ain't got my background up today, y'all. So I'm trying to get my lighting right. I did get a new phone and stuff, right? But yeah, Shani, my girl, y'all. That's my girl. That's my little sis. That's my girl. That's my girl from Cleveland. So listen, y'all. So y'all know I met the dude, right? I met him. Ooh, my background. I got to put my background back up. But anyway, I met him at the Walmarts, right? So I didn't really pay him much attention. You know, I just remember he had a bald head. He was dark skinned. And then he was sitting in his car. And he has an SUV. I got a little Audi, so my car sat low. So I didn't really pay him much attention. We was talking through the car. Hey, man, yard. We was talking through the car, right? And before, listen, I'm going to bring it up again, y'all. Somebody remind me, Janika, about I need y'all to subscribe to my clothing website. Just subscribe to it, okay? But anyway, so I met him last Monday, and I like a guy that's real quick with the what we gonna do. Let's hook up. Let's go to dinner. Let's go bowl. Let's go. I like that, right? Because they don't need to keep talking to me. I ain't got that kind of time, right? Let's see what it's gonna be. If I like you, if you don't, if you like me, if you crazy, if I'm crazy, let's see what's happening, right? So okay, when he called me Monday after he got off work, or maybe while he was at work, he said, "What you doing today?" I said nothing, right? So I don't know what his thoughts were. So I interjected and said, "Let's go grab a bite to eat," right? Because I ain't coming over your house, you ain't coming over mine. I don't play that, right? So okay, he said, "Yeah, you can go wherever you want." Now, mind you, he had told me the following weekend, which was this weekend now, yesterday, that we could go do whatever we want. That's what he was telling me. See, dudes tell you stuff that you want to hear. They don't really tell you the truth. They don't really say, "Jackie, listen, all I want is some pussy, and I'm going to go on about my business." And then I can say, "Listen, here, put it on the wood, bruh, and go on about your business," right? They don't say that. They want to go through this rigmarole of lying, right? So he said, but we can do whatever. So now we're going to get a bite to eat Monday when he get off work. So I said, when you get off, are you going to go home and take a shower, right? You work. He a maintenance man in a nursing home. You need to clean up, even if you don't get dirty. Now, he had told me, this is what he told the lie he had told me. See, dudes be lying. This man was 60 years old. You ain't got to lie to kick it, sir. He told me he was the maintenance director, which he probably was the maintenance director. But he said he didn't really do no work. He told the people what to do. Now, he must have forgot that he told me that, right? Because then he was like, "I'm working on the TVs. I'm putting TVs in the room." He was working. Okay, that's your job. You work, right? Well, he had forgot. I guess he told me he didn't really do no work. So in my mind, he was like, he don't wear a uniform. Sometimes he do, sometimes he don't. He don't really wear a uniform. So I'm thinking, you just a man that tell people what to do. You ain't got on no uniform. You the boss of your department. Fine. I work in nursing home. I know how it go, right? Okay, so he said he didn't have to take a shower. Now, for me, just because you work in a nursing home, and it's a lot of diseases and germs and shit, you should have went home and took a shower. Threw you something on. That's what I was expecting, right? But if he was in such a hurry to accomplish whatever goal he thought he was going to accomplish with me, he said, "No, I'm okay. I'll be okay." So I'm thinking, you okay because you got on a shirt and a tie. I don't know, you the head. I don't know what you ain't working, right? But he had told me he was working on putting TVs up. He was working physical labor, right? Let me tell y'all something. When the man came to my house, right? First of all, he was short. He was 5'8" or 9. He said he was 5'9". Okay. He weighed about $120. Not 220, 120. So he was about 100 pounds under my weight class, right? Okay. That's okay, right? Then he had the blunt in his hand, like this. He had the blunt, where my pen at? He had the blunt in his hand like this, right? So I immediately see his fingernails. His fingernails were dirty. They had dirt up under, not a little bit dirt, they was crusted down up in there, right? I'm all the way turned off. But I'm hungry, I done waited all day, we going to eat, right? So then, and he looked a little disheveled because he'd been at work, right? Shoestrings was untied on his little boots. He had the little boots on with the little feet, right? The dirty nails was dirty. You could never touch me with dirty fingernails, right? And so I just don't like the coloring on my back here. It looks so dark. I don't look bright, vibrant, and bright. So anyway, hey, delightful. Yeah, the nails. So then I get in his car. His car was junky and it smelled like ganja. Like that's all he do is smoke weed. I don't care what you do, but I just think if you going on a date and you going on a first time date with somebody, you should, because the outside it looked okay. The inside was messy. I don't like messy Negroes. I don't like mess, right? So he had the wrapper, the blunt wraps on the seat, some other garbage and shit. Like, I ain't like that. So okay, again, I'm hungry. We're gonna go head on. Now, I told you he had a very heavy Jamaican accent, right? He had a very heavy Jamaican accent. But I had told him that you got to slow down when you talk to me so I can understand. And then he would slow down and I could understand him, right? So now we on our way. So he said you want to go to Applebee's. I don't like Applebee's particularly because the things I like at Applebee's they don't sell anymore. So then he said we can go to Corral. Cool, fine, let's go there. Because it's late. It's late, right? It's like 7 o'clock. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go get in my bed, go and watch TV, talk on the phone. I want to get this over with, right? So we go to Golden Corral. Now then, y'all, this is where it get funny at. When I get in there, I'm hungry. You know, when you go to Golden Corral, you get your plate, you get your forks, you go around the thing and get your food, right? So, yeah, the smoking, and he looked like he was just dirty, like he was unclean, right? So now we at the place. So after we find a seat, he sit down. What you doing? Let's go. Get the food, right? He sitting. He said, no, just sit down a minute. That right there, I want to say, nigga, I'm not sitting no motherfucker down. I'm hungry, right? Because I waited a long time for him to come from work. I'm hungry. What we sitting here for? This a buffet. We got to go get our food, right? That disturbed me. It disturbed me so I almost cussed him out. But I said, bring it down, Jackie. Bring it down, right? So then, hey, Coco. So then, we sit there. I said, listen, she's not coming over here. He was like, she gonna bring us the plates. See, they got their plates. They went and got them. We can go get them. I'm a leader. I can go get the plates. That's the big deal, right? He wanted to just sit there. Fuck is we sitting here for, nigga? Right? So then, he wanted to sit. I'm not sitting no more. I'm hungry. So I get up and go find where the plates was, right? Now, they didn't have any plates out. They must have been washing them, whatever. So I damn near go in the back, and the dude brought me some plates. So I took the plates, set them on the table. Here go the plates, nigga. I'm about to go get my food. I don't know what he was waiting on, right? So, I go to get my food, right? Now, and I tell the lady before I left the lady, no matter of fact, I went and got the lady. After I got the plates, I called a lady over here because this nigga wasn't going to get up, and I don't want to just disrespect you and do my thing, right? So I called a lady over here and told her what we want to drink. I proceeded to go get my food. So as I'm standing there getting something, he come up behind me, scared me to death. I don't like people walking up on me. I'm from the streets. Don't you gotta announce yourself, right? So he said something to me, and I really at this time I'm really just not feeling you at all, sir, right? Because what was the sitting down for? And he had his legs crossed like we was about to sit a while. The fuck is we sitting down for? Now I told my cousin that. She was like, well, Africans and Jamaicans, he was waiting on you to fix his plate. He couldn't have been waiting on me to fix his plate at a buffet, and I don't know you. That couldn't have been it, right? So anyway, I get the food, I get my food, and I don't eat a lot, y'all. I like buffets because I can get what I want, but I don't really eat a lot, right? Hey, Eve, I don't really eat a lot. So, I'm sitting there eating, right? And I'm really about done. So as I'm eating, y'all, I notice he ain't got no teeth in his mouth. Now, why I ain't noticed that before, I don't know. So all the while, I already know I ain't gonna talk to you no more, probably. Right? I got to see if you're going to be stingy or how you're going to do with your money and activities, how you date or whatever, and maybe I can deal with you. But if from that point, it was like, you're going to really have to grow on me. I don't like you at all. Right? So, I'm finished eating. I'm looking at him. I don't see no teeth, y'all. I don't see no teeth, right? I don't see no teeth. So I could not help it. I could not hold it in any longer, right? I said, where your teeth at, right? Because you work a job, you stay by yourself, you got a 2-bedroom apartment, you got a car. Where your teeth at? I know you got some at home. You might just not like wearing them, right? Some people don't like to put their teeth in, right? Girl, no, he didn't. So I said, where your teeth at, right? As I know you got some, why you didn't put them in? You on a date, why you put your teeth in, right? So he looked at me funny, looked at me again, and he said, what? I said, where your teeth at? Child, the man had teeth. He had the kind of mouth that didn't look like he didn't have no teeth. I'm telling you, I'm staring looking right at him, right? And he talked with a lisp like this. So can you imagine a Jamaican strong accent with a this? He talked with a lisp, right? All that turned me off, right? So he said, I got teeth. I said, well, where they at, right? The teeth he had teeth. He did like this. There go the teeth. There they was, right? He had some little like chiclets. They were little teeth, right? little teeth, right? So then I said, okay, well, where the top teeth at? Since you're showing teeth, where the top? What's going on with the top, right? Charlie did like this, and he had top teeth, right? And then he said, you know, people always ask me that. Well, nigga, you know people always ask you that. Why you act so strange when I asked you? Because you look like you have no teeth in your mouth, right? He looked like that. I'm telling you, I'm looking at him eat the food, and I don't see any, like I'm talking, you see my teeth? You saw no teeth. You saw no teeth, right? The man had teeth, child. Now, for me, when I'm dating somebody or whatever, I have a lot of one-time dates. I've never, except once when I first got single, went out with somebody more than once, right? So I said, you know, with the teeth, I was disturbed by that, right? I was just so disturbed by that. So when I'm looking at somebody and I think I dig them, if I don't look at you and think I can kiss you, we ain't never going nowhere. Ain't nothing gonna ever happen. And I didn't like him. I just did it. He looked dirty, right? Now, mind you, after I finished eating, he was still eating. There's more to the story, y'all. More to the story. So y'all know it ain't me, right? Y'all hit the likes. Y'all like. How many people in here, y'all like it? So he said, I'm finished with my food because I don't eat a lot. I'm done. I got me a little bread pudding. I'm done, right? So he's still eating, and he was eating so slow. And I wanted to be like, nigga, let's go. I'm ready to go. I had enough. I'm ready to go, right? He was eating so slow, y'all. Oh, I look so dark. It is so dark. I hate that. I don't understand why I can't get this together. So anyway, he was eating really, really slow, y'all, right? Just eating so slow. It just made me sick, right? So then, after, I'm talking about so slow, it was ridiculous, right? It was like watching paint dry or something, right? So he was eating so slow. So then I'm trying to make this light. So then he went and got something else. I thought he was done. He said, I'm gonna go get something else. Something else? Nigga, I'm ready to go, right? So he go get the something else, right? So now he got some strawberries and something else. I just remember the strawberries. There was something else on the plate I can't remember, right? So he go get that, right? Y'all, he was cutting the strawberries like so slow. He was cutting them. You know, he was just cutting them, and he was just wanted to sit there, right? So then he was like, you know, he wanna, and basically he was saying he just want to sit there and talk to me and look at me. Okay. I don't want to look at you though, right? So he ate the strawberries. So the strawberries he didn't eat, y'all. Let me tell y'all this. The strawberries he did not eat. Do y'all want to know what he did with the strawberries he didn't eat? Let me get up close so y'all can understand what I'm about to say. So the strawberries, I didn't put my earrings in. The strawberries that he did not eat, you know, they have a knife and a fork in a little bag at Go to Corral. He kept blowing the bag and why you keep doing that? I thought maybe he was nervous or something, right? Child, he wanted to put them 2 big giant strawberries in a bag and take them home. Let me say that one more time. He wanted to take 2 strawberries, put them in that little bag, and take them home. So he kept blowing it and blowing it and blowing it. I said, what you about to do? I said, get a napkin, right? Then I said, you could go buy you some strawberries. He said, I know. This is the first date. And y'all wonder why I'm single. I done tried with these Negroes. I done tried, right? So he proceeded to wrap the two strawberries up and put them in his pocket. Now, strawberries are soft, and I know they're going to smash down, right? He put them in his pocket. Now, he still want to sit there with his legs crossed, right? I'm so ready to go. I'm so ready to go. And so then he started talking and spit something, a big something, out his mouth onto the floor. Onto the floor. All right? Now, you just stole the strawberries, right? And then you spit something out your mouth, like a big something, not a little something, a big something. So just put it, they got napkins right on the table, you can put it in a napkin. And I said to myself, I know this nigga house nasty. If it's the way he looked, the way his car looked, I know his house is nasty. I know this, right? Because I think like I had talked to him and said, you about to take a shower after work? And he said, no, or I'm laying in my bed. Something to that effect, right? So, listen, Coco, wasn't driving my car. Had I been driving my car, I'd have said, I'll see you, call me later, right? I wasn't driving my car. So, we finally get up to leave. I'm so ready to go, right? Um, and then he put his arm around my neck or something as we walk into the car. I don't want you to touch me, sir. Right? So, you probably would have what? Would have Ubered. So then we get in the car. Now, I'm going to be nice because I'm going to be nice and get myself home, right? I know unless you do some fantastic daddylicious shit, I ain't fooling with you no more, right? I know this, right? So I said, we on the way home, right? And I think I don't know what he was thinking, right? So I said, well, we still going out because I want to know this. I want to know if we still going out Saturday, which was yesterday, so I know how to proceed with you the following week, whether I'm going to talk to you or not. Because he go to this place that I've been wanting to go to, I just didn't want to go by myself, right? So I'm just going in with him. So he said, yeah, anywhere you want to go. Yeah. All right. Now, that was Monday. You know, I'm a girl, so I expect if you like me to call me, text me, do something nice in the morning, right? He called me, I think he did call me around about 10, 11 o'clock. That's fine, right? And then he called me later. But it wasn't like a connection. It was like, I'm just checking on you. Like he was obligated. He felt obligated to call me, right? Now we didn't have a connection. We ain't had damn bit of connection. No spark, no nothing, right? So I said okay, and then we might have talked a little bit, but sometimes you talk too fast. I can't understand, and I'm tired of telling you to slow down and speak English, right? Because you ain't talking about shit. No way. So then Tuesday come, and we talked. He called me, and I said, you know. He said it was something Tuesdays at this place. I didn't want to go nowhere. I'm in the bed watching TV. I don't really care about that. And I said, we still going to hang out Saturday. He said, we will see. Now, right there, that's a no to me. That we will see means no, right? So, I don't really care because I don't care. I don't care. If I really want to go, I go up in there myself, right? He said, we'll see. That was Tuesday. I may have talked to him Wednesday and asked the same thing, and he said the same thing, we'll see. I never talked to him again. I never called him after we went to dinner, no way. He never called me no more. I definitely ain't called him, and that's the end of the story. That's the end of the story. See what I'm saying? He didn't like me. I think he thought, because one time he called and said, he was laying in his bed, something about the bed, and it would be nice if I was over there, something to that effect. Whatever it was, it turned me all the way off like a light switch, right? Because I don't like you. So don't be referencing no shit like that, because I don't like you, right? And I don't know you. Even if I did know you, day 3 or 4 is too early to be saying goofy shit like that, right? So that was my dating story, y'all. I went out with the man. When I saw the man for the second time in real life, instantly I knew I didn't like him. But I thought, well, maybe if he treats me nice, if he's not stingy, because y'all know I'm a gold digger, that it'll be okay. He'll grow on me, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And he said something to the effect, kind of low-key, under the radar sort of statement, right? And, you know, I don't know, I probably said something back, checking, you know, I'm sure I checked him, right? And in a nice kind of way, right? And we didn't talk anymore after Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday. We went out Monday. I don't think we talked after Wednesday. I know we didn't. Not after Wednesday. We didn't discuss, we didn't talk about anything. He ain't called me and I ain't called him. And this happens a lot, y'all, because once a man see that you ain't on the same shenanigans he on, they don't bother no more. Because, like, I guess he realized, like, first of all, we ain't the same. We not the same. Now, if I had on a bonnet and some house shoes, then I'd have matched him a little better. He would be cool at Walmart. He said he was nice, and I didn't look at him that hard. You know what I'm saying? But when he came and he had that blunt in his hand like this, like a cigarette, it was in his hand and it was about this big. Like, you could put that in the ashtray, sir. Why you didn't put that in the ashtray? Now he was a gentleman. He got out, opened the door for me, all that, all that. Close the door. I'll see you in a minute. My twins. Sean, Jazz got twins. Jazz said tell you hi too. You know, I thought he was cool, but and you know, he had nerve to tell me that he was single by choice. I don't know if it's your choice or their choice. I don't think nobody wants you, sir. Because I'm telling y'all, he was a little bitty man that looked like he had no teeth, but little bitty feet. You know, he just looked like he was nasty. And I could just, the way his car smelled, I know his house smelled like that because he smoked in his house. So that's your house. So you ain't going on no balcony. That's your house. He smoked. And I asked him, I said, "Do your house smell like smoke?" And he said, "Yeah." But sometimes he opened up the windows or the door or something. Jazz! Shawty said, "Hey." Sean said, "Hey." Sean, say Claire, Sean. She said, "Hey," she hollered, Sean. I told her, I sent your page. I said, "You remember Sean?" She's like, "Yeah, I remember Sean. Y'all used to be doing the butterfly." She on my live. Come right here and say hey to Sean.
Hey, Sean. Oh, I look just like your sister.
Oh, you look just like me just did. Oh, my God. Yeah. We was talking about you, Sean. That's my girl. Me and Sean had some good times back in the day. But anyway, that's why I have friends of all ages. You know what I'm saying? I don't. If you 22 and we get along cool, you my friend. I don't give a damn. Sean's my girl. We was neighbors. And then we became better neighbors. We moved in the same house. But anyway, that's my dating story, child. It did not go well. Okay. So on to what I'm talking about. First of all, y'all, I want to talk about. I had this down lower on my list, but I must talk about it now because it's important. So y'all know Jackie O died. That was DC Young Fly's baby mama, right? Thank you, Tanya. And that was his baby mama, right? Now everybody's saying she shouldn't have got a BBL, da 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 da. That's neither here nor there because the lady is gone now. What I'm gonna talk about is B. Simone trying to capitalize off of her death, saying what she was gonna say. She trying to get views and clicks and likes. Like people don't. There's no respect anymore for human life or death. There's no respect, right? And so now another blogger, a real popular blogger, said that B. Simone is going to be on the cancellation list, and once you get canceled, they don't take you back no more, right? So I'm like, why would you talk about this woman's passing? And you got to work with DC Young Fly on Wild and Out. Why would you try to get some money off this lady's death, right? Thanks, Nick. Why would you try to get some money off of that? Like you goofy, you a goofball, right? BBLs is fine, but someone very close to me had one and explained to me in detail how dangerous it is and how the doctors don't really care that your life is in danger, right? Yeah, he can't grieve how he wants to. Wait, y'all know what I saw today? Just before I got on here when I was trying to find my live. Do y'all know what I saw today? Somebody videoed the funeral with the woman laying in the casket and the kids standing around it. Somebody viewed that and put it on their YouTube channel, right? I was like, oh my God, who does that, right? People do that, take pictures and stuff. I just think that's weird to me, right? She been canceled so many times and she is not. Oh, she has. They said it was live streamed. Yeah, but to put it on your YouTube channel, I'm sure it was live streamed. A lot of funerals are live streamed. But to put it on your YouTube channel, like everybody trying to capitalize off this girl's death, right? And that's what, no respect. That's what I said, right? Like, and the woman was, I didn't watch it. I just saw you know how you go down the timeline and saw it. I would dare not. I don't know them people. You know, I have watched, one of my close girlfriend's son died, was killed, and she lived in another city, and it was live streamed. That's the first time. It'll probably be the last time I watch a live stream, right? But he wasn't in the casket. She had he was cremated, so she had his urn there, right? It was a memorial. But I just think that's weird to put it on your YouTube channel. Get the fuck out of here, right? That's just so weird. So And that's what my daughter was saying. She was like, B. Simone is gonna be canceled. Like, why would you do that? Everybody talking about what she should have did, this and that, this and that. I do respectfully think. So I'm from the school of do whatever makes you feel happy. If getting a BBL makes you feel good about yourself, do it. If fixing your face or your nose or whatever, your lips, do it. That's how I did think. But now, after talking to a couple of people who have had BBLs and tell me exactly what goes on, I don't know if it's safe. I don't know if it's really safe. Because I thought it was safe. I don't know if it's really safe. And then I heard, the guy on Botched, and they on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the doctor, DeBro, he was saying, I saw this yesterday, that there are capillaries, that's small veins in your butt. And something could go wrong, and a lot of times that's what happens. The capillaries can burst or whatever in your butt. So now I'm thinking it's not that safe, because I was all for BBL. If you feel like that's what you need, get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that. But now I'm thinking like it really, really is unsafe. And then they're not caring about you. Because the person I know said that their blood pressure was up, and they went on with it anyway. Okay? So, hey Denise. So, now I'm thinking they don't care about you, right? Because I've heard some horror stories from people I personally know, and I've heard some horror stories, seen it, people in the comments on social media say stuff. So now I'm thinking it's not as safe as we thought it was. You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you need to do something, now they say they got these pills, what they call, I see the commercial all the time. I didn't know what they was until my daughter-in-law told me, you take these pills and it'll help you lose weight. But I think the adverse effect of that is if you ever stop them, the weight come back, right? So I'm going to tell y'all, the main thing to do to lose some weight is exercise. I'm going to tell you what I live by is the Spanx. Now my girl Shani that's on here now, she's on a weight loss journey. But you have to check the doctor out because they said the doctor was not... And he deleted the pic of his IG. Yeah, I heard he deleted the picture, but he wasn't board certified. Why would you go to somebody who ain't board certified and you got all that money? Why would you do that? Wasn't he in Miami? Why would you pick a doctor that ain't board certified? And then, after you leave there, see, there's steps to this. After you leave the BBL, you have to go to a house, right? Where they take care of you. I think it's 24, 48 hours. I forget how long. But you have to go and stay at this house, an aftercare house, right? That's what I'm calling it. They got a name, but I forgot what it's called. You became a juicer, right? Shiny, that's right. Now, listen, y'all, juicing, I got a bullet, right? And a blender. But I would put spinach and fruit and ice, maybe a little juice or whatever, and some honey, and blend it up and drink that. Right? I would drink that. I did that for a long period of time. But my favorite, besides watch what you put in your recovery house, that's it. Thank you. That's it. Besides what you put in your body, you got to exercise somewhat. If it ain't nothing but going to treadmill, if it ain't nothing to walk around the block, ride a bike, you got to exercise because you got to get your whole metabolism up and you have to get your heart rate going, right? It's real important. I went to the gym. I have been really to the gym since the pandemic. I used to have a membership at Planet Fitness, but I ain't went since the pandemic. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, right? But I did, in Charlotte, I used to walk the track, though. I did used to walk the track, right? Here, I haven't done any exercising. I ain't did none. Those pills are supposedly the same pills that diabetics use that are making a shortage for people. Oh, really? Oh, really? I gotta look at it. I forgot the name of it, but I saw the commercial and somebody told me about it. I gotta look at it. I gotta see what that's called. Really? Oh, really? That must be a new diabetic pill. So I'm a diabetic, but I take something old that they've been taking for years, metformin. I'm taking that for 20-some years. But, you have to be careful what you put in your body if you want to stay here, period, right? Exercising. Yeah, it's the most important. It's the most important. It's the most important because I know a lot of people that are unhealthy, and it's just because they don't exercise, right? You gotta, whatever it is, ain't nobody say you got to be the exercise guru. because I don't like to sweat personally. But I do a lot of walking, right? I used to. Now, like I said, since I've been in Atlanta, I'm trying to get everything situated, get acclimated to my surroundings. I haven't did, but I did go to the gym yesterday with my son. He always goes to the gym. He's a gym head. And I went to LA Fitness with him, which I'll probably go back. It's a little bigger and a little more equipment than Planet Fitness, but I like Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is right around the corner, man. I just ain't got a membership yet. But I the treadmill. But what I'm going to master, and I'm going to tell y'all my story as I do it. I want to master the Stairmaster. So since I lost weight, my legs have gotten little. Right? I look like y'all ever see? I ain't listen. This ain't if that's. I ain't trying to talk about nobody. I'm talking about me. If y'all ever see the crackhead and then they get themselves together, they not a crackhead no more. That's how my legs look, right? So, because I had lost weight, so my legs were strong and all this. So I'm getting ready to get on the Stairmaster so I can build up my legs, right? Because my legs are looking slim. And I don't want to look like a bobblehead. You know, after you lose weight. I don't know, do you gain weight in your head? Somebody tell me. Because a lot of times after you lose weight, your head look bigger than your body. Don't look like it match, right? And I don't want to look like a bobblehead, right? I don't want to look like a bobblehead. But yeah, we got to exercise. You got to eat right, exercise, right? That's what you got to do. I want to stay around to about 102. I need to be here to about 102, right? But anyway, I want to talk about that because, like, then Azalea Banks. Now listen, y'all, I didn't know what Azalea Banks looked like. I Googled her yesterday. I didn't know what she looked like, right? So she made some comments too, right? And she said that Jackie O's death was DC Young Fly's karma. So I was like, karma for what? So evidently when she was on Wild 'N Out. See, this is the thing. Don't get on Wild 'N Out if you don't want to get talked about. If you can't shoot it back, don't get on Wild 'N Out. You can't just be no regular smuggler and get on Wild 'N Out, right? Yeah. You just can't do that. You can't get on there and, if you can't shoot it back, don't get on there because your feelings going to get hurt. That's what it is. It's a show to talk about you, right? So she got on there and DC Young Fly said something with your ugly ass, right? So she been butthurt about that ever since. They say she cried and she might have had to go get therapy and this and that, this and that. Now, I see the picture of Zay Banks. She look all right or whatever, right? But to talk about, see, this is the part I don't get. The woman is gone. She got kids. Y'all might not like that, you mad at DC Young Fly, but the woman has kids, right? Kids got to see all this, and her mama, her daddy, whoever her people are, right? So for people to go around try to profit off her death and talk about it, they didn't really know her, like, I think that's whack, right? I think that's whack. And then DC Young Fly is a human. He's a comedian, so he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's a comedian. Right? Don't get on Wild 'N Out if you can't take what they talking about, right? But to say that his karma is crazy, he's been, they got to agree. But now somebody done dug up a video when he was on 85 South and they were talking about women's bodies. So this is the problem I have with men. Men want you to be perfect, picture perfect, right? These men today want you to be picture perfect when they're not perfect, but they expect women. So a lot of women are going to get these BBLs and doing all these things. Hey, Dion! Doing all these things to please a man. I'm all down with you doing what you need to do for yourself to please you, right? Do what you need to do to please you. But if what you're doing is to captivate a man or get a man's attention, because they have faults too. And I don't know, it's a thing going on of attacking black women, right? All the social media, and we ain't good enough, and we ain't this, and we ain't that. When your bald head, black ass mammy, your grandmammy, your auntie, your ugly ass sisters was black, right? So I don't want young women to think that if your body ain't like this, like the girls on IG or the girls out there in social media land, that you're not good enough for a man, because that's not true. Not on it. They really want this man to be responsible. These men to be responsible. Yeah, I don't. Is somebody gonna like you just how you are? Somebody gonna like you just how you are. And if you don't, because I listened briefly to the interview, what they were saying on 85 South, the video they found from somewhere, and they was talking about women with stretch marks and wrinkles in their stomach or something. I just listened to it for maybe a minute, right? Because for me, y'all, a lot of stuff I don't put in my ear space if I don't have to, right? You know, I don't put it in my head space if I don't have to, right? That's what these dudes think, that's what they think. But what they got to realize is when they get 40, 50, if they living still how they living, they dick ain't gonna work. And who gonna want you then? And, you know, ain't nobody gonna want you, right? Hey, Brenda. I would have requested an Uber, and when it arrived, I would have said, hold that thought, and exited right out the door. Especially, girl, he put the strawberries. Listen, and I watched. I sat right here with my legs crossed and said, I'm going to see, is this nigga trying to put the strawberries, take the strawberries home? What type of nigga is you? In front of me. And you know, and I think, y'all, what he thought, he wanted me to put them in my purse. I swear to God, I think he wanted me to put them in my purse. I swear to God, I think he just didn't have the nerve to say it, right? I think he wanted for me to put them in my purse, right? And I said right there, this is this type of dude. I knew right there, and I said, he's stingy. I thought he was a gentleman because he opened the door, but I said, he's cheap. He's cheap. I don't do cheap men. I can do a broke man better than a cheap man. Because a broke man, as soon as he get $5, he gonna split it with you, right? A cheap man ain't. And like I said, I think he wanted me to beg him or keep asking, oh, we ain't going out. One, you know, I listen to key words, right? The fact that he said, we'll see, that canceled it out right there for me. And then he last TikTok saying he doesn't care what anyone says, she getting it. Oh, did he? Hey, chocolate cream. Did he? Is that what he said? So it was under his suggestion? See, once you have one, you have to exercise. Now, like I said, the steps to it. So after you leave the recovery house, then when you come home, you have to go see the massage people so they can massage your body and stuff like that. Put it in place and stuff, right? And you have to wear your fupa, whatever it's called. That should be hurt by anybody's words when she says the most disgusting words to people she doesn't know. Oh, she does? I agree. Ladies have to love themselves. Yeah, you got to know yourself. Oh, Jackie O said it. Oh, she said she was getting it anyway. And from what I hear, I had no idea who she was till she died. From what I hear, she was a nice looking, you know, she was already put together. She was nice. Now, someone told me that it had one that you do have, they suggest you get procedure number 2. They suggest it, right? But I just think putting yourself, going to sleep, getting put to sleep unnecessarily, I'm scared of that, right? You know, I had to do it when I got my teeth pulled. And I had to do it as a child when I got shot, right? So, I don't, you know, because you might not come out of that, right? That's the scary part of that, right? I'm too scary for that type of stuff. But again, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I would check the doctor out, because I just can't think that this girl would go to a non-certified doctor. That's crazy. That's all the way crazy, right? I don't know why. What it is with my lighting, I just can't get it right. It's bothering me, y'all. I want to be bright and vivid. But anyway, y'all, you know what I need y'all to do? I need y'all to go and subscribe to my website, themasoncollection.shop. I'm going to put it down right here. themasoncollection.shop. And subscribe to the emails. That's all I need y'all to do. I want y'all to buy something now. Oh. I did have a sale this week, y'all. I had a sale this week, right? But I need y'all to subscribe. To my email. Okay? And so I see some people have subscribed. But I need y'all to subscribe to my email. Mason. Oh, thank you. Put it's the masoncollection.shop. Thank you so much, Janika. Put the in front of it. Thank you so much. I need y'all to do that. Okay? Anyway, let me see where we gonna go from here. So, back to Azalea. So, Azalea's a rapper, right? I've heard of her, but I don't know exactly what she made. Thank you, Janika. So y'all go onto my website and subscribe to the email. And then when you do that, I will be able to send out sales or whatever's going on. But I'm trying to grow my website. I'm going to grow it, right? But you know, you have to pay for the ads, right? So you can get traffic, because the website ain't nothing if you ain't get no traffic to it, right? So that's what I'm going to be working on. So anyway, if y'all, I'm listening to my people talking here. If y'all want to help your sis purchase something, help me out, right? Because I got some bigger goals I'm trying to reach. I'm in a very, very baby stage of what I'm trying to do, right? Okay, I'm looking to purchase stuff. Okay, thank you, Eve, thank you. Because I hadn't looked at it in a couple days because I was really, really busy. Let me tell y'all something what happened before I start talking about my topics. My foot was hurting. Today's Sunday, Thursday, right? Now y'all know I'm a diabetic. I don't play by my feet. I don't play. I got a foot soaker. I got a foot massager in my house. I don't play about my feet, right? Foot just in one small spot under my foot, right? I was like, oh shit, because it happened to me once before, and I had an infection. I had to take some antibiotics. How I got the infection, I don't know. The doctor didn't know the foot was infected. It didn't look like it was infected, nothing like that. It looked normal, but it hurted like hell, right? Like fire was on it. So anyway, I thought that's what was about to happen again. I don't know if that's what was happening or what, because it's not happening like that now. And I soaked my feet. I massaged my feet. Let me tell y'all what I did. I put some Vic Save on my feet, okay, and put a sock on, right? Because I'm like, I need my feet. So I don't know. When I go to the doctor this month, I do know that there's a such thing as diabetic neuropathy. My mother has that in her legs, and so I did some research on it, and it comes from having high sugars. And my sugar was high a few months back, right? So I don't know. I know I ain't eat no sweets no more in life. I love sweets, but I'm not trying not to eat them. Fuck it, right? But anyway, support your girl. I'm doing a lot of things, right? And I'm trying to set myself up so that I can be free, so I can grow my YouTube channel. That's my baby, right? But I gotta get some money. Gotta get some money, y'all. So anyway, let me see what I'm talking about first. Let me tell you what I'm doing. What I want to talk about. Do y'all watch Love and Marriage Huntsville? Right? Oh, before I go there, did y'all know Jaguar Wright was out? I meant to tell y'all that last week, but I forgot. She's out, or whatever week. She's out, right? And we're going to pray that she be all right? But I think she rests for a while. I think after the medicine wears off or whatever happens, then she go back to being crazy. But we're going to pray for the sister. We're going to pray. She's a sister. We're going to pray for her that she be all right and can sit down and shut the fuck up this time, okay? But anyway, Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? Now, I love this show, right? You try to go, yeah, Shani, you just got to keep going, Shani. You got to keep going. You have to keep going. My people that are on here now, I think for the most part, all of them have been with me from the beginning. This is year 2 for me, Shani. It takes a while. But don't give up. And don't let it discourage you. Because let me tell you this, Sean. The people that's the closest to you ain't going to fuck with you. I want you to know that. The people that's the closest to you is going to be strangers out in stranger land that's going to fuck with you. And they become your friends. Like a lot of these people are my friends that I know and hung out with, right? And they're still my friends even though I ain't never met them. If it's a real feel-good feeling for somebody to pay you attention and support you and they don't have to and they don't know you, right? It's a very good feeling. I quit watching after last season. So, Dion, let me tell you what's going on. So they took the mama off, Tisha mama off. They took her off. They don't even show her. I don't think she can come. I don't think she can get any camera time at events or nothing. I don't believe she can, right? And they took the one girl off, Destiny. But I'm going to tell you who was the messiest, and she got on my nerves. I hope she all right, but I kind of think she was faking. Tiffany. Now, the week before, Tiffany pulled Sheree to the side. She do not know Sheree. And she stirred up a bunch of shit, right? And she made it seem like Mel was a fan of Sheree's. And she went back and carried that bone to Martell and Marceau. And whoever else would listen. I think she told Kiki that. She told the girl, what's the girl name that said this live on the estate? Stormy. She told Stormy that, right? All right. So she went and stirred the pot on a bunch of shit, right? Tiffany did. Yes, she did. Now, she's pregnant. And so they were having a meeting. Tiffany, Marceau, and Martell was having a meeting. I saw nothing wrong with Martell speaking on, why did you talk to my girl like that? I saw nothing wrong with that, right? I saw nothing wrong with him asking her, why did you do that? You don't know her. Why did you say this? And she said stuff like, do you think your PUSSY is good enough to keep Marceau? Who says that to a stranger? That's some shit you say to your girlfriend, maybe, depending on the girlfriend it is, right? So she said a whole bunch of out-of-pocket stuff. She was totally out of pocket. So since they was having a meeting with her about some business stuff, Martell brought it up. He said, well, why did you do that? I saw nothing wrong with it. Tiffany goes home with the sad face. So, of course, her husband, Big Lou, said, what's the matter? What's going on? What's happening? So anytime you go home like that, your man want to know what's happening. And she was like, she made it seem like they jumped on her verbally, which they did not. Because Marceau was making jokes out of it like he do. He was like, oh my God, tell me you didn't say that, right? So, Big Lou gets offensive. So now they at the baby shower. They had the baby shower. Now, I know they've since watched the tape and he saw his wife was messy as fuck, right? So now they at the baby shower and Big Lou see them, so he called them to the outside. Now, it's Big Lou, Marceau, Martell, but he directed it really at Martell, but both of them, right? So Martell said, no, it wasn't wrong. She was messy. Why did she do that? He said, you should have came to me. Now, let me ask y'all something. Because I feel like this. If I say something wrong out of pocket, I need to be checked by who I said it to, who I offended. You ain't got to go tell my man. Now, I'm going to tell him, maybe you can tell him later, but I didn't see nothing wrong. What do y'all say? I see nothing wrong with them, and they talked to her in a respectful way. They didn't blow down on her like, bitch, why the fuck did you say that bullshit? They didn't do that. They asked her questions and said it in a respectful way, right? He was mad. Lou was mad. Like, don't talk to my wife. First of all, y'all two dudes, and she a woman, and she pregnant. Well, you should have told your wife that before she ran off at her mouth, right? See, I don't know where these people come from with these rules. I don't know where they come from, right? And so it became a thing. And the way the production did it, like they was getting ready to fight. They were not, it was a stare down, but they wasn't getting ready to fight, though. And Marceau intercepted, right? But I just think Lou was wrong. And I think I see a clip of next week. He gonna tell her, well, you shouldn't do that. But I think he was wrong coming at them like that because your wife been running around sprinkling bullshit everywhere she go. She set little fires and then sit back and be like, well, I didn't know. I just asked a question. Like, you got to know. And so what they said to her, and I get it, they said, you acting like a Karen. Now, they cleaned it up, but I understood what they meant, right? But I think he should have went to her husband first for him to check. Nah, you can't go to him first. Why would you go to him first? He don't know what's going on. He don't know what she said. Check her. Shut the fuck up. Check her. Right? Because she do this all the time. It's just that nobody really say nothing back to her. Right? She's lucky because True Thug would throw exactly. And Kiki wanted to. Right? Okay, so my people's out there having a good time. Hey, excuse me. Did y'all get some cards? Get the cards, Joe.
You on live?
I'm still on live. Come say hi to the people.
I'm hungover.
You don't look that good. You hungover. Okay, all right. JoJo from Kokomo is hungover, so don't come this way. Get the cards.
All right, I got that jazz out.
Did you get my ginger ale?
Oh no, I get it.
Did Jazz get her tire fixed?
Yeah, she got a tire fixed.
Okay, cool. All right, go get my ginger ale and the cards. Excuse me, that was an intermission. That was a commercial break, right? Oh, Sean, you ain't. Hey, Joe. You seen Sean? Key and Mama, have you seen her in a while?
Key and Mama?
Yeah.
No, I ain't seen her in a while.
She on my live. My girl Sean, you know she got a YouTube page. We just discovered each other on YouTube. My girl
Tell her I
Sean.
say what's up.
JoJo, say what's up.
Yeah, I know Sean.
If a woman is married, it's a tough. Is that the traditional way, Creed? See, I'm from the streets. All I know is when you run your mouth, whoever you run your mouth to got a right to check you. That's just how I think, right? Yeah, that's Joe. He said, hey. That's Joe. He said, hey, Sean. Y'all hurry up. It's about the thunderstorm. Because she do too much. If it was a one-time incident, Cream, okay, but she do it all the time. And this time it was detrimental. If you didn't see it, it was cringy. What she was saying and doing was cringy, right? It was absolutely out of pocket, right? And you asking a stranger all her personal information and saying stuff that she was talking about male, she was just doing too much, right? And so Sheree is his girl, she go have the conversation, tell him what happened. Right? Hey Keitha. So I just thought it was horrible, right? And the one she got smart with should have checked the period. That's what he said, female to female, but what she said, what Sheree said when it was going on in the green screen, she said, this is Martell's event. I don't want to make a scene. Now, if y'all ever watch Sheree, you know she can go there. She from Cleveland. She can get right with you, right? So I think she thought, I'm going to be quiet so I don't get angry. Because the girl was asking some questions quite frankly, I would have just got up before I got angry. I would have gotten angry, but I would have got up, right? But I think she was trying to be nice and pacify her because she's new to this group of people, and this was her dude's event, right? Then how he asked her, did Mel call and asked Asha? I agree, her mouth is a problem. I agree, they were respectful when talking. My soul matched the energy she gave Sheree. Yeah, he did. He did. You know what I'm saying? When she was saying these things, I was like, is she for real? Like, you really asking these things and saying these things? And what I didn't like was she go home with the sad face because she got checked. What I think she should have did was like, I had said some stuff and we had, she should have been truthful. But of course, if you go home looking like you about to cry and somebody beat you up, your man gonna be like, hey, what's happening, dudes? What, the big man? I didn't like that part because she knows exactly what she's doing. So now, at the baby shower, when they had a discussion, she knew they were out there talking about it, right? She was like, I don't know where my husband is. I don't know where he's at. So now, when he come back in the room, she's sick, she's blind, she can't see. She said, the lights that she couldn't see, and she was seeing stars or something, right? And so they turned out the light for her, right? She couldn't say exactly what was going on because I thought she might have been in labor, her water broke, she was having cramps, something like that, right? She was like, she couldn't see, right? So they turned the light out. Now Stormy looking concerned, her husband coming there, he looking concerned, right? I think it was very ladylike. Sheree held her. She did. So what I think happened, Tiffany knew that it was going to be some backlash from the shit she did. So instead of feeling the backlash, she pretended like something was wrong with her so she could get out of the situation. This is what I think. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Sorry about that. But that's just what I think, right? So he was like, well, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she couldn't say nothing. She just held him by his neck. And she said, my eyes. My eyes, right? I can't, whatever she said about her eyes, she could see stars and stripes. My eyes. So Kimmy comes in there. She's a nurse. She said, well, I didn't bring my, I'm in Maurice's car. I don't have my blood pressure cuff, but you really need to go. Because, when you're pregnant, you can have diabetic issues and you can have high blood pressure issues, right? Preeclampsia, all that stuff, right? She said, I really think you should go to the doctor. She didn't want to go to the doctor, which I thought was so bizarre, which also was another telltale sign. Wasn't shit wrong with her. She wanted to get out of there with her husband. She wanted to go, right? So, Big Lou, they was getting ready to call the ambulance. Stormy called the ambulance. Then he said, that's all right, I'm going to take her. And y'all, he picked her right up like this and carried her out there. I said, oh, look at that. I want somebody to carry me like that. He picked her up and carried her right on in the truck and speeded off. They had a big truck, of course, a big old truck, right? And he speeded off with her, and we'll see what happens next week, right? Like I said, I don't think shit was wrong with her. I think she just didn't want Big Lou to be like, why did you go out there? I think she just didn't want that. She didn't want that at the moment. That's what I think, right? I could be wrong, but I doubt it, right? So we'll see what happens. Now, all that other stuff happened on there, comeback group and all that, I don't really care. Tisha want the people to participate in the Black Expo for free. See, they were all doing things collaboratively. Now they're not, so they want to get paid. I get it, right? We ain't doing nothing for free. I get it, right? So I don't really care about that. I just want to talk about Tiffany and Big Lou because I think she was lying, right? Chicks like her would fight and keep pushing. She said, yeah. But see, Tiffany is the type of girl, she ain't never been in a fight. And the girls that ain't never been in a fight always act like that. Like they don't know what's going on. They don't know they talking too much. They don't know they can get their teeth knocked out. She was trying to get out of there. Yeah, she was, Denise. That's what I'm saying. When she said I can't, my eyes, I was like, oh, she full of shit. My eyes, right? Girl, you should have said your mouth, because that's what got you in trouble, right? That's what got you in trouble. Now let me talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can't quite remember everything because it was last week and so much went on this week. And I didn't put it down because I got a new phone, y'all. But it's looking like the camera ain't no better than the last one, right? I just really need to hook my camera up. They called her Karen. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, the Karen part. So listen, before I go on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they called her Karen. First of all, she's half white, right? So you gotta be, did y'all watch College Hill? I gotta talk about that in a minute, speaking of half white. But they called her, matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about that before I talk about Real Housewives. Oh, is she back? Let me see, where's she at? My daughter-in-law was in an accident today. Hey, BB! BB! Yeah, I am on live. She was in an accident. I'm trying to see if you're alright. Open the door, let me see if you're alright. Let me see if you're alright. I just want to look at you, see if you're alright. You need to call Mary Weatherwhite or whatever that lady name.
I get my police report tomorrow.
Okay, you need to go handle that. Okay. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go to all the therapies and everything. Because your back is serious, girl. You'll be hurting next week. You'll feel like you got arthritis. Okay, I'm on the line. Let's BB. Say hi to the people, BB. Hey.
People.
All right, go get the cards, please. All right. All right. Anyway, College Hill. But I gotta tell y'all about College Hill. I got off track. I'm sorry, y'all. I got off track of what I was talking about. Yeah, she okay. But they hit her from back. She's in an Uber, and they hit. And I told her, go to the hospital and then call a lawyer and go to the hospital. That's the procedure for that. Because you don't know what could really be wrong with you, right? But anyway, and I just wanted to look at her, just wanted to look at her. That's what mamas do. But anyway, I was talking about something and I forgot all about it. Oh, the Karen part. So, she was acting like a Karen, and she is acting like a Karen because she's mixed, right? And she was exhibiting Karen behaviors. And they said that to her. Now, she took it, I'm going to say they gave it the way they meant to give it, but they cleaned it up by saying you was acting like that. But that ain't, I don't think, they were trying to clean it up because Big Lou said, so what you saying, she white or something? He got offensive about that. But she's always exhibited Karen behaviors. Karen behavior is people who do stuff and then act like it's okay to do the stuff they did that was dead ass wrong. Karen behavior, right? So they tried to clean it up, and Lou said he understood and all that. But she was acting like a Karen. Oh, they talking about the accident. She was acting like a Karen, right? So hey! Y'all at the door, go away. This is really wild, y'all. I know my life is really wild today. It's really wild. But anyway, it don't be like this, right? It don't be like this, Sean. It don't be like this. It's just a lot of excitement going on in there, right? First of all, hey! Could y'all go to the living room? They right by the door talking. Right? There's 15 rooms in this house. They right by the door talking. Excuse me! Shit. Now, I almost had to get my belt. So anyway, she was acting like a Karen. But let me tell you about College Hill. Now, this is what I don't understand about BET. Y'all put Jocelyn on there. She don't get along with anybody. Nobody, right? I've always had BET Plus because I like it. I like movies and stuff. Even though, let me tell y'all this. BET Plus is the highest streaming app that's out. Everybody else is $5.99, $6.99. I think Netflix went up to $7.99, BET $10.99. Okay? But I watch it because there's some stuff that come on there that I like to see, so I pay for it, right? Yeah, it's family time. They right there. They right there, though. Right there. In the hallway. Like, the door closed. Y'all right there. They still talking right there in the dining room. But anyway. They strategizing. Anyway, so they put Jocelyn on there. Jocelyn is messy. Jocelyn is a bully. Jocelyn is somebody you're going to have to throw your hand. You're going to have to set put your hands, set the goals right when you meet her. This ain't that, right? So I knew when she got on there, I actually thought it was going to be her and New York. And she tried New York, and New York shut her down. New York shut her down. So then she went to little Parker Posey, little bitty Parker. Parker don't want no problems, right? And so Parker was scared to go in the room, and she went and told all the people and all that, right? So she got off of her. So Amber's left, right? So now Amber, let me just put a disclosure out there. I don't really care for Mariah Carey for this very reason. I don't know nothing about Amber Rose. She cool as far as I'm concerned, right? I want to hear your opinion of Jocelyn. I didn't see it, but I'm gonna get ready to talk about it. I heard about it, but I didn't see it yet. I'm getting ready to talk about that right now, Chocolate. So they were in. First of all, this is what I'm mad about BT. First of all, before we can go there, why did y'all put the mixed people on there? Because that's gonna cause conflict. This is this was a HBCU. You take Jocelyn and Amber Rose, right? Amber Rose clearly is conflicted in who she is, black or white. She says she don't fit in. I get that. I can understand that, right? Jocelyn is Puerto Rican. She's a Puerto Rican princess, but now she's talking about she Afro black or Afro Puerto Rican. You know, these women think because they get black dick, now they black. That ain't how that works, right? So I didn't like that. You got one black woman, and Parker is mixed as well. You got one black woman on there, New York. Y'all can find no other black women to put on this show about HBCUs. When nobody else, you couldn't find nobody else, right? So that bothered me from the very beginning, right? It bothered me because the reason why Mariah Carey made a statement years ago, some of y'all probably, it's probably been 30 years, she made a statement a long time ago about she wasn't black. I think her mama black or that somebody, one of them is black, right? She said she was not black. But you don't mind having little black babies, and from that point on, she started making music with black artists. All of her money came from her collabs with black artists, right? You know, you black when it benefits you. I don't like that. Black when it benefits, what we gonna call that? BWB? Black when it benefits you? I don't like them type of people, right? But anyway, they put all these mixed people on there. I didn't get that part. You know, I know it's equal opportunity and all this stuff, but I just think it should have been all black women. I just think that, right? I'm pro-black, y'all know that. But I just think for this show, it should have been. So seems like you wanted conflict because you put Jocelyn on there, first of all. Jocelyn don't get along with nobody. Every show, everything she get on, it turned into a fight. Everyone. She crazy. And she's a bully. Besides being crazy. If you look in her eyes, you see crazy all in her eyes, right? So, yeah, like Tiger Woods, right? So you see crazy all in her eyes. Why would you put her on a show? Why would you put her in a house with some people? Other people. Right? You see what happened on Zeus? Why would you put her? Did y'all see her on Zeus? Why would you put her in a house with these people? Cool people that just want to, get a bag, right? After being, and I ain't after the study. Now, what Jocelyn said, and I read some comments today. I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. So, Amber said numerous of times she don't know where she fit at. She don't fit nowhere. But you know that black dick fit in, right? You wasn't thinking about that then, you know what I'm saying? So, Jocelyn says she do stay on demon time. She really do. She really do. Jocelyn said when the ball boiled down to it, you want to be a white girl. Could be true. And maybe it's some things that Amber said that we wasn't privy to. That happens a lot of times. A lot of times on these reality shows and they beef it and we don't really understand why, it's because some stuff happened behind the scenes, right? So anyway, Amber was fed up this day, right? And she got up like she was walking out. Because she had already walked out, she came back in. She got up and walked out, and we thought she was walking out, and she clocked Jocelyn. Now, from the comments that I saw on different bloggers, the people that were in the classroom said Amber whooped Jocelyn. Laid hands on her good. She from South Philly, she know how to fight, right? She laid hands on her for real. Jocelyn did put her head through the window or the glass, something over there, right? I guess there's a glass over there in the room, right? But for real, they say Amber whooped her. That's what the people in the classroom say. So, BT said we're not going to show the fight. Now, there are some people complaining that they subscribed to BET Plus to watch College Hill because of the characters that was going to be on College Hill, right? And for them not to show the fight, they was upset. Now, BET says we didn't show the fight because out of respect for Alabama State and whoever else, somebody else, the students, I don't know, they said they weren't going to show it, right? This is what I'm saying. Jocelyn does this everywhere she goes. So, Jocelyn got whooped, and she told them people don't show that. That's what I'm saying, right? Could have been the school. Could have been the school said it, but they said right from the beginning, one of the administrators, that if you fight, you're gone. So I don't know if they're gone or not or whatever happened, but they did put him in a hotel. Now I heard that Jocelyn was on Drink Champs, saying she dog walked her, this and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. First of all, I think so at a certain age, you stop fighting. You fight for a purpose. I mean, a real purpose, right? Somebody put their hands on you, for a purpose, right? You just don't be fighting because you can. But Jocelyn is a bully, and she goes around to everyone to pick a fight with, right? She didn't pick up with, what's Tiana Taylor, fine husband name? What his name? The tall basketball player, I can't think his name right now. I can't think his name. She didn't pick on him. She didn't pick on little bitty, what's his name, dude. And she's not going to pick on Ray J because Ray J didn't put money in her pocket, right? Because I think Ray J did own Zeus, or he part owned Zeus or something like that, right? So she picked on who she could pick on, right? She picked on who she could pick on. Ma'am, I'm on the TV. I'm on the thing. I'm going to see y'all in a minute, okay? Boo-boos. Tell your mama, there's some people out there. Go tell them. Go tell them. Close my door. I'm doing something. Close my door.
He lost.
Who lost?
My mom.
She ain't lost. She'll be back. She ain't lost. She coming back. Close my door, please. Y'all get the kids. Close the door. Close the door. Thank you. They all in here. Child, this has been, I know this has been wild. Y'all know I don't get down like this. This has been a wild day. I'm Ash Super. Yes. But she picked on who she thought she could pick on because she had been shooting jabs, throwing darts at Amber, and Amber was like, oh, I don't care, whatever. But at some point people get fed up, and Amber was fed up, especially when they was in the class talking about what she's going through, what she said, the racial mountain or whatever the lady was calling it, right? Now, I gotta go watch the interview on Drink Champs, but I do know she said a bunch of stuff about what she did. I think that's stupid. What grade you in, sis? Right? Jocelyn does this, though. Why would you even put her on a show? She belongs in a cage. Why would you put her on a show? When you look at Jocelyn, she looks crazy. Y'all looked at her eyes. She looks crazy in the eyes. And then for them to be talking about, yeah, now you black. Like, you ain't never been black. You Puerto Rican. Ain't nobody, your daddy and mama ain't black, right? I don't like when they do that, right? And then Jocelyn saying that she was taking up for black women. We don't need you to take up for us. We don't need you to take up for us. We don't need you. I just think it's all a mess, and BET created the mess. That's what I think. They created the mess. It's like you put a bunch of, not the guys, but the girls. Except for Parker, you put a bunch of very different people in a pot and said, y'all live here together. Y'all put them in the house and said, okay, close the door. Y'all put them in there and close the door. Right? Jocelyn was crazy from day one. She didn't want the girl in there. You bullied on her. What do you get out of bullying on somebody like Parker? What do you get out of that? What do you get out of that? And then they was knocking on the door. When Parker wanted to get in the room, she was knocking on the door, and Jocelyn didn't answer. First of all, had that been my room, I'd have kicked the door right open. Boom! I'm in here, bitch. This is what we doing. I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? You have to see people like Jocelyn. This is why I don't know why they put her on there. Because people like Jocelyn, you have to be aggressive with them right out the gate, right? Like New York, because I really thought it was going to be New York. I had heard that it was Amber before the show started, but I really thought it was going to be New York. But New York shut her down. And New York just as crazy as Jocelyn, so she shut her down, right? She didn't want no parts of that, because that would have been too much of a struggle. New York was not an easy play. She thought Amber was going to be an easy play because she was half white. I think that's what she thought. Amber was going to be easy. Because she was shooting shit out at Amber like, why are you saying that stuff in the classroom? Like she dared you to say something. Like you can't do that to people. You have your own reality going on, girl. Girl, my kids, before I even got on YouTube, my kids used to be like, Mom, you need to be on a reality show, right? I would have to have my own show with my own people, because my life is a movie. The craziest shit go on, y'all. I swear to God. And when y'all see me, I have to appear normal, right? And my life has been like that, and that's why, I went to church today, And the preacher said, you have to keep Jesus in your mouth. And I wrote that down so I can remember that. You just have to stay prayed up. Because, some people have it easy, or it appears to be easy. And some people have it hard. But some people, you just got to keep pushing. Now, like I told my girl, Shine, just keep pushing through. I don't care if you got, like I got, how many? 26 people on my live. Okay, when I first started having lives, I had 2 or 3 or 4, right? You just got to keep pushing. I'm not in a contest with no one but myself, right? And to receive love and blessings from folks, it would be a discredit if I said, "Well, I ain't gonna do this no more because I ain't got 10,000 people." What about the people that's loving on you and watching you, right? You just forget them? Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, just keep going, Shine. Shine is my girl. I love me some Shine. I gotta tell y'all the story. So Shine is my girl. We've been since way back when Joe was little. So Joe 30, right? And our boys play football together too for a brief period, and her son a little bit older than mine. But Shine is much younger than me. Actually, she went to school with my oldest child, right? But she's grown. She's always been a grown woman in my eyes, right? And we used to, yeah. So, I hadn't seen Shine in a while since when our boys was playing ball, right? Hey, Tony Africa, hey. So I hadn't seen her, in quite a few years. I hadn't seen her, and so I was reading over some comments because sometimes I don't read my comments on TikTok. I think it was on TikTok or something, and I was like, "That's my girl Shine. That's Shine, right?" So I started looking at her stuff and liking and subscribing. That's my friend, you know what I'm saying? And then she had a YouTube channel. I was like, I do too, right? I subscribed and all that. So I'm happy. That's been last week or so. So I'm happy that Shine is here with me because that's really my friend, and we've had good times together. Right, we used to be trying to do the butterfly. You remember that, Shine? We was doing the butterfly upstairs. I laid up and Shine laid down. Right, and anyway, that's my friend. So people don't have to. They don't have to be bothered with you. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be bothered with you. Thank you, Nick. They don't have to be bothered with you. So I don't care if it's because I like what I'm doing. I just don't have a lot of time. Once I get my businesses afloat, then I can go back to doing YouTube, and then I can start going live 2 or 3 times a day because I have money coming in. So that's my goal. That's what I'm working on now. My website, writing a little bit, and when that's done, then I can be YouTube full time. Y'all gonna get sick of me. Me and Shine be practicing the butterfly upstairs. We used to have fun. But anyway, that's what it is, So, people like you, they like you. But anyway, back to, so Jocelyn is a bully, and I don't know why they put her on there, and I'm mad at BT for having all them unblack women on the show. Because it would have, they had an HBCU, and it would have done a great service to see positive. You gonna go right and get Jocelyn. Because I thought New York was going to be a problem, but New York has not been a problem. She's a little exotic, but she's not the problem, right? You go right and mess it up. BT, y'all messed it up. That's clownery. I don't like that. But anyway, back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Listen, y'all. I'm glad that Candy finally told her mama, stop talking about my man. Her mama got to be some kind of crazy. I think, ain't Candy and Ty been together 10 years now? He ain't never did nothing that we know of to act like he don't love her, he trying to get her money. And what I don't understand is Candy mama keep thinking somebody want Candy money. Candy got enough to share it with everybody if she want to, but that's her husband, right? And for her to just keep disliking and saying negative stuff, they say Candy mama went on there, BravoCon, and said some negative shit on the stage about the man. If I was tired, I wouldn't even talk to her, never, period. Okay, that's your mama, that's your thing. Just leave me out of it. I wouldn't even talk to her because, like Candy said, my kids, you talking about my kids' dad, now they got to see that, right? If I was tired, I wouldn't, he tries to be nice to her, be nice to the aunties. I wouldn't fool with them grumpy old women. They would be invisible to me. Every time I saw them, they straight invisible. With just a simple hi, nothing else to be said. Nothing else to be said, right? I wouldn't fool with them. I wouldn't kiss their ass. He named the whole restaurant after them, trying to appease them, putting money in their pockets. Like, I wouldn't fool with them ladies. Definitely not her mama. She should have been checked her mama. And yeah. And so then she asked the mama to go to therapy. The mama said, I guess so. But you know what I think? Candy mama crazy. And Candy people don't come get me. I'm just saying. I just think she's a little crazy. That's what I think, right? That's what she exhibits on the TV screen, right? Because if your daughter happy, they got kids by the man. They've been married 10 years. They got all kind of businesses together. They got businesses separately. What more do you want? And she trying to say he ain't got no money. Like, I don't like that. He may not have as much as Candy. Who do? Who do? Right? But to say all that stuff, like, I don't, that's disrespectful. It's totally disrespectful. Now, to the Marlo, and, a fly something just came in my face. Kenya, let me see. Marlo might have, let's see, she might have, people ain't liking her. I like Marlo. I'm always like Marlo. I like Marlo. Yeah, I like Marlo. I hope she don't get kicked off the show. I like Marlo, right? And I just think Marlo says what she feels, And just like Nene said, Candy can do whatever she wants. And maybe she can because she got all the money. And I think Candy pays for a lot of things on the show. That's what I think. So they saving their money because Candy's spending some of hers. That's just what I think. Right? I don't know what else happened on there. I meant to rewatch it last night, but I got busy with something. I meant to rewatch it last night. I don't know if anything significant happened. I'm waiting for the Drew and Ralph situation to play out on the screen. Because right now, they real lovey-dovey. Right? And when I watch these people and I know the stuff they going through stuff, I think about when I was, her mom needs to be checked. Yeah, she is too old to be that nasty. She is. I think about the relationship I was in for a long time, and people thought we were happy and we wasn't, right? But life too short to be pretending. You know what I'm saying? And Drew is a pretty girl, and I just think, she's better off without him, right? Kids will adapt. Kids, they go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? As long as they co-parent well, it'll be all right, right? What else? What's that one girl named Sonya? Her husband want all the people out the house. I get that. They shouldn't be out the house, right? Why did you have your mom and daddy there anyway? And you got your sister, her husband, and y'all talk to the husband like he a kid. All the people do need to be gone out the house. What else going on? I don't know what else going on there. What else going on? Who else on there? Sheree, she ain't doing that. We seen her. I don't know what else going on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'll be watching that tonight, though. Man, I'm going to watch it tomorrow. I'll be watching that tomorrow. I don't know what else going on the Real Housewives. Let me see what else on there. I put something on there, Kenya and Marlo. I don't know what it is. Did y'all see, and do y'all think it's real, Ashanti and Nelly? Is that real? And is they cute together? I think they're cute together. To me, they look cute together. Do y'all think that's real? Somebody said it ain't real, but I think it's real. They used to go together a long time ago. They came back together. That's what happens in life. I just think it's real, and I think it's cute. That's what I think. They're back together. I like it. I like it too. You know what I'm saying? What I don't understand, like when people were saying trolls, I didn't really quite know what trolls was, right? So when I did a TikTok selling my glasses one time, not too long ago, it was some trolls on my thing. Like, I never had trolls on YouTube. If I did, I ain't paying no attention. It definitely don't come on my live. Somebody might have said some weird comments under my videos, but I don't pay that no attention. I just block them and go on about my business, right? But, and that's been very, very rare. But I had some actual trolls on my TikTok, y'all. And my daughter's like, they're my kids, right? Because she's like my producer. She could see and read and do all the stuff. So I was like, why do people get on there and waste their time saying goofy stuff? Like, I don't get the troll thing, right? You ain't got nothing else better to do. I don't get that. But a lot of people are saying that's fake and all. Like, I don't think it's fake. I think it's real. Why would they waste their time on something fake? Like, they both got better stuff to do, I'm sure, right? That was my error, my compliment. Yeah, they do. Like, the 90s was the best. They do, right? So, I'm happy for them. I'll tell you somebody else I'm happy for. And people are saying stuff about that. It's Angela and, what his name is? What his name? The boy, the man Angela go with, that he manifested her. What's his name? I know his name. Why I can't think of his name? Y'all tell me his name. I don't know if it will last, but I think real, and I think they're cute together. I think they're cute together too. But I think it might last because, as you get older, this is 20 years down the road or 25, you should have evolved and learned what you have learned. And, you know, I hope it does last. What is the guy name that Angela Simmons go with? The rapper. I know his name. I'm looking right at him. Why can't you think of his name? Why can't I think of his name? Somebody tell me. What is his name? I can't think his name. But anyway, Gotti. Yeah, Yo Gotti. So they're always looking very cute together all the time, right? So now they're in Greece. And she said, we don't plan vacations, we just get up and go. Ooh, Lord have mercy. What a life, right? What a life. You know what I'm saying? People all in their comments talking about it ain't gonna last and Angela goofy and like you ain't got nothing else better to do with your time. You know, I think I love black love. I love black love and I like to see it, right? I love seeing it, you know. And I wish them well. You know, if you can get up every day and be in another country, drinking champagne or whatever they doing, shit, that's the bomb, right? I don't see nothing wrong. Even if it don't last, it was fun while it lasted. That's just what I think, right? That's what I think. Let me tell y'all what else I got to talk about. Do y'all, people are so miserable and people love to hate. For some reason, don't they? Like, I love to see people having a good time because it gives me hope. Hell, it can happen to me, right? Do y'all watch, and I know y'all probably don't, but I got to talk about it because it's the biggest and most explosive thing ever on reality TV, is Vanderpump Rules. That's Lisa Vanderpump from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She has a lot of restaurants and she employs some very beautiful people. And they have a show called Vanderpump Rules. So there's a couple on there. I've been watching them from day one. They've been on 15 years. They've been on a long time. I've been watching them from the beginning, right? She wants kids in marriage and he do too. Oh, he want kids too? Oh, girl, shut up. Just get it because she about to be, she's 35. It's time. And he's a real man. That's why she didn't mess with Bow Wow, Lil, and what's the other one name? Masterpiece son, little somebody. They was too young and boyish for her. She wants a man. So on Vanderpump Rules, there's a couple on there, Ariana and Tom, right? And he don't want kids. Oh, he don't. Well, she got one girl. You have to be happy with that one child. Oh, he don't want none. She has a kid already. His dad was murdered. Right, I know. Yeah. So she gonna have to be happy with it. If he don't want no kids, see, listen, let me tell you the quickest way to lose a man. If he say he don't want no kids and then you get pregnant, it's the end. That is the end. Right? That is the end. Oh, Nelly don't want no kids. Oh, okay. I thought Young Gotti didn't want no kids. Young Gotti didn't want no. But anyway, on Vanderpump Rules, it's a lot of beautiful people on there and a lot of couples, right? And a lot of them have gotten married or bought houses. It's wonderful to see their progression, right? Because they all live in little apartments. Now they got houses and stuff, right? Yeah, neat. I've seen it so many times. So anyway, Tom has been with Ariana, I want to say, 9 years, a good length of time. There's another girl on there called Raquel. Raquel was with the DJ, can't think his name, Crazy Eye, right? They broke up. They were going to get married. He asked to marry her and all this, and they were going to get married. Something happened. This girl, Raquel, goes from being a nobody to damn near main character on the show because she slept with, first she went with Peter. She did something with him. Then she kissed Tom, the other Tom Schwartz, which is Tom's best friend. And then to find out she was having a whole relationship affair with the other Tom. And the wife was her best friend. So let me give it to you the scenario. Two best friends and a husband. Well, they're not married. They've been together a long time. And a man. The one best friend slept. The husband cheated with the best friend. That's the easy way to explain it. The husband cheated with the best friend. And nobody knew until it was over. And they're all furious with her and him. And she probably won't come back to the show. I don't see her coming back next season. Right? And when they had the reunion, she didn't shed a tear. She just said, I'm sorry. This girl was her friend. She let her stay in her house. You got to be aware of these people, right? Hey, Mocha. You got to be aware of these people, right? But I would have thought the same thing. Like, I had somebody I thought was supposed to be living in my house. They don't really like you, I guess. I don't know how that works. But it's a big scandal, right? And because I wondered when they was at BravoCon, when none of the couples, a lot of the couples that were on the show have now separated, right? These people were together for years, and now they're separated, right? But the biggest scandal is that Tom Sandoval, y'all look it up, cheated with Raquel, and he was with Ariana. Y'all gotta watch it and check it out because these people were getting filmed, and she was acting like she liked somebody else when the whole time she was sleeping with her best friend's dude the whole season, right? And then it came out because people started seeing them together, and then it came out, right? So y'all gotta watch Vanderpump Rules. I'm telling y'all, these reality shows to me, I like watching them, and I go into withdrawals when I don't watch one because it just shows human behavior, right? And how real it is, and how your life probably all right when you watch these people, right? So y'all check it out if y'all get a chance. Y'all check it out. Y'all check it out if y'all get a chance. Don't forget, y'all. Hold on. Don't forget, guys. I need you guys to subscribe, and thank you if you have subscribed to my what did I just do? If y'all have subscribed to my James, that's right, Denise, James. Ain't James just as crazy as he can be, but he's funny though. But James, once he get riled up, once you turn him on, he just say all kind of crazy stuff, and you can't turn him off. And then he go, okay, I'm sorry. He has no control over his temper at all. He has no control, right? Him and Jax used to get into it all the time, right? He has no control, and then he finally got into the group because he was a little bit ostracized, and he finally get in the group, and then y'all go mess with his ex. Like even if the person is not y'all not together, you don't go and sleep. You don't go and mess with somebody in the friend group. You just don't go do that, right? And so Tom, hey, Strange Sparkle, Tom is acting like he don't understand why everybody is in a tizzy about it. That's disrespectful. If there's a code to this. I'm not gonna sleep or mess with none of my friends' dudes, whether it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or yesterday. I don't want you, right? And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Thank you, Janika. Y'all shop with me, y'all. I have affordable clothing. This ain't no expensive stuff, right? And it's four-pay. Let me tell you something. I love the four-pay. I love the four-pay. That's like layaway to me. I love the four-pay. I love it, right? That's layaway, okay? And you still pay for it. I've been doing a lot of shopping online with the four-pay. That's what I like. Four-pay and it's got Klarna, Shop Pay, all that. I love it, right? So still got the sunglasses, right? That's a different website. But right now I'm focusing on my online store, right? I'm gonna get that off the ground because it's real important that I get some money, y'all. I can't live if I ain't got no money, right? So anyway, guys, I'm getting ready to go because there's a lot going on in my house right now. I'll be back next Sunday, right? I'll be back next Sunday with some more talk, right? I'm hoping to get my situation together because I just don't like the way this looks. This looks so stupid back there. That looks horrible, right? I need to get, but listen, y'all. I thank you guys for being with me because this is a very transitional phase that I'm in. I'm gonna hook my camera up. I'm gonna get my backdrop. I'm gonna get it all pretty fancy together. But right now, I can only focus on one thing at a time. And it was my book, but now it's the website because I need money, right? So that's what it is. Yes. Yeah, so that's what it is. And they're not going to let me be in here in peace, right? But even though my kids are grown, I'm still the mother. Listen, I'm in here with my door closed. Like my studio room and my bedroom is connected together, right? And my bathroom. So I don't have to go out there if I don't want to, right? And I got a back door. And they will knock on my door one by one. Do you got this? Do you have this? Have you seen this? That's what they do, right? So anyway, they opening doors and looking at me, right? Anyway. I don't mind because I'm the mom. I always wished I had a mama, so I'm being the person that I wish I could have had in my life. So anyway, y'all, thanks for tuning in to the Jackie with a Q today. I'm going to. I need some ginger ale. Listen, y'all. Y'all pray for me because I'm not eating sweets no more. I keep saying it, but I'm really not. I'm really, really not because I'm scared. And so, y'all pray for my strength to not eat sweets. All right, y'all. All right, Jack Squad. I'm going, and I'll see y'all next Sunday. Bye bye.